Day 7 was our first excursion. The entirety of the Shakespeare class hopped on a bus and drove from Oxford to this place called Stratford-upon-Avon. This is the city where Shakespeare was born, raised, lived, and died. The first thing we did when we got off the bus is walk through the town to the Avon itself. We then unpacked our pre-packed lunches and had a little picnic by the river. Once we polished off our sandwiches and oranges and everything else, we took a quick little walk back through town to go to Shakespeare's birthplace. That's right, the house that Shakespeare was born in. Inside the museum were a bunch of artifacts from Shakespeare's childhood and adult life, including some of his first folios. Shakespeare, by the way, was born in 1564. That makes this house almost 500 years old. This is the very bed where Shakespeare had his Midsummer Night's Dream. And this window, which used to be part of the house, has been signed by authors across the generations. Just to name a few, Dickens, Keats, Scott, Twain, Hardy, and Lord Tennyson. Here's the bed where Shakespeare had his Wait, I already used that joke. Tasty. So that was Shakespeare's birthplace. Now we're going to where Shakespeare lived when he was all grown up.
Adult house.
Adult house. The new, what's it called? The new place?
This is new place.
There it is. It's new. So this is what Shakespeare's new place used to look like. And that's what it looks like now. Yeah, that through the windows. Turns out it didn't stand the test of time as well. What we're standing in, and eventually standing on, is actually a recreation. They had some artifacts from the end of Shakespeare's life, like this is his will. Will's will. I'm sure he would have liked that. While Shakespeare's new place wasn't as cool, mostly because the building itself wasn't standing, what we visited next was honestly incredible. We made our way down to the church where Shakespeare is buried. Coming off the travel high and the excitement of visiting Shakespeare's birthplace and the place where he lived, it didn't really settle in the moment, the magnitude of what we were about to see. Honestly, in the moment, it didn't hit me at all that I was standing next to Shakespeare. I mean, it's his remains, sure, he's not actually there, but it was the thought that this was as close as I would ever be to Shakespeare himself. Every author, every writer dreams to have a legacy, to have their works live on way after they're gone. But at this church, I was reaching past Shakespeare's legacy. I was right there. He was right there. And on his gravestone, he's remembered not as a playwright, not as a great writer even, but merely as a poet. After the true weight of what we just saw sunk in, Ann and I went to get some coffee. So yesterday we filled out this really sketchy, what was it called, FlexJet?
FlexJet.
It's like, yeah, that thing.
There it is.
And they said that we have the opportunity, if we're chosen for an advertisement, to be paid £200. But it's like a raffle system. It seemed legit in the moment. They offered us Haribo for it, and I was sold before they even said £200.
No, yeah, they were like, you could get 200 pounds or like a private flight. And we were like, nah.
Yeah.
And then we walked away, and then we saw her giving you guys gummy bears. And we were like, oh, never mind.
If we get picked, we're gonna blow the 200 pounds on tattoos. It's like, and it's gonna be Shakespeare lines. Just
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Or maybe like right here.
Or right here. Romeo. Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
I'm gonna get the saucy boy one. It's like saucy boy right there. But anyway, stay tuned on that one.
Saucy boy.
After coffee, we all met back up for a 3-course dinner, followed by a Shakespeare show in Shakespeare's hometown.
That was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic. Holy cow.
There's the ghost scene, and then he was on a horse, and the ghosts were the horse, and he was on a horse, and then the horse died, and he got him, and... Best trip ever. Oh my gosh.